I got one! Reeling in a big one right now. Chad Pipkins, all the way from Lansing, a Bassmaster professional, or a bass fishing professional. I'm still learning the lingo myself. This is a much more fun sport to watch than what I anticipated.
Good.
Because I kind of thought that, I would be watching people just sort of sitting on the edge of the water telling me to shush. You know what I mean? Yeah. But tell me a little bit about this sport and, really how you got started.
Yeah, I mean, fishing is it's a big cross between golf and NASCAR. I mean, it's growing, and it's growing every day. It used to be like, oh, that guy fishes, and now it's okay to be, cool and fish, growing up. I mean, when I started fishing, I didn't have a fancy boat and electronics. All I had was a rod and reel. I had a backpack and a bike. I used to strap both rods across my handlebars and just start fishing ponds. I mean, this lake is amazing. You could come right to Lake St. Clair and fish off of any one of these piers and have the same chance of catching a fish that we catch. And it doesn't matter when you're getting started what you're catching, bass, walleye, pike. I mean, there's all sorts of fish to catch here, and as long as something's on the other end of that line, your kids are going to have fun, or you're going to have fun going out there hanging out, and it's a great way, especially with all the stuff going on now, to go out and enjoy the outdoors, be safe, and be by yourself,
It is really cool. Clearly in the midst of this pandemic, so many sports have struggled getting started back up again, and like many other professional sports, this tournament did get put on pause back in March.
For sure.
It's full-blown, happening once again safely, but fishing, like you said, is something you can easily socially distant. If there is somebody out there watching who maybe thinks that they want to get started, I mean, $100,000 to win in a tournament, plus everybody participating gets paid. So it's actually something fun that you could actually make some money doing too. What would you suggest to get started?
Yeah, I mean, it takes time. Nobody jumps in and makes money. So initially when you're getting started, you literally need a rod and a reel. This is a simple setup. It's a spinning reel, just a little rod. And then we've got a couple easy baits.
And I like this because it kind of wigs me out to take like live worms.
Well, good news is we're not allowed to use anything live. When we're out there fishing, we are 100% artificial. There's no live minnows, no live worms. We're all artificial. We can't troll, so we have to figure out how to get the fish tricked into biting. Sometimes they bite every time. Other times you have a tournament like this where I found all the big ones, and they're down there, and I can't get them to bite just because they're not in the mood to eat. So it's one of those things that it's bittersweet sometimes, but that's what gets us coming back every time. That thrill of trying to trick the fish into biting. And if you're at home and don't know, never got started, all you need is a couple rubber worms and a rod and reel. Super simple. You can just hook this out right down the middle. That's called a wacky worm. Down there, just throw it around dock poles, throw it around grass, just hang around on the dock, let your kids fish. They're going to catch fish on it. It's going to be bass, whatever's down there is going to bite eventually.
I love it. The wacky worms and getting that skill. Thank you so much. We're going to have more information on our website at WXYZ.com. This is a tournament you can actually watch on ESPN2 as well as on the Bassmaster website. And they've got cameras in every single boat, Sima, and I promise you it's a lot more exciting. It is really exciting to watch, and today's a big day. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jen. I'm good with the wacky worms. I got enough of that. Thanks so much. I'll send it to Hallie.